Hello again, YouTube. I'm back with yet another serious video message about, well, I'm going to just put it like this. In the comment section in countless places, I've been asked, or, the person was just asking aloud, what's the purpose of cloning? Because many of you want to ask yourself, why is cloning exist? What's the purpose of it? But before I get down to it, I would just like to say, first things first, if you're not spiritual, this message is not for you. If you think that this is a game and you don't believe in this sort of phenomenon that's been occurring for thousands of years, then this message is not for you. If you want to continue to be bound down in pagan denominational church systems, then this message is not for you, because this message is basically for, those that God have ordained to have eyes to see and ears to hear and to comprehend and understand messages like these that he's ordained to, that he sees fit and is ordained to get things like this, because this sort of message goes over a lot of people's heads, either out of ignorance or they just have a hatred for the truth. But moving forward, you have to ask yourself, why does this cloning exist? Is because, for starters, Satan hates God. He always had, ever since, him and the fallen angels and the demons and stuff were kicked out of heaven for, misbehaving and rebelling against God and wanting to take his place and be worshipped. They've hated mankind. And I'm specifically talking about the ones that are real people, or people that were created in God's image with a soul, a spirit, and a physical body. He just wants to destroy them and take their souls to hell, kill them and take their souls to hell and clone them eventually. Because Satan wants the earth full of soulless beings that, for the New World Order, that, that he can completely control. Since mankind created in God's image, since they have a soul and stuff, because the souls have to be given out by God, has to be distributed out by him. Human beings have a soul they thus have, and the soul is the real you, by the way. That's the part that goes to heaven or hell after death. The Bible says, I think it's the book of Hebrews. Yes, it's the book of Hebrews. It says that it's only appointed unto man once to die, and after this the judgment. So all of that business about people, soul transfer or whatever, there's not really any truth to that. The devil can't control, since the devil or Satan can't control people like he wants to, the real people like he wants to, kill them at random or whatever. What he just does is, he comes up with his own creations and he throws them to the wolves, because God won't permit Satan to do whatever they want to, do whatever he wants, and the demons and the fallen angels do what they want to God's creations. Whether the person is saved or lost, that's the case. All these people in the media, like the Casey Anthony story, the Amy Fisher story, people like individuals like Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin, all those, and Sandra Bland, all those stories that made, national, international headlines, world headlines. Those stories are basically about people that weren't even real, because the news media, and of course there's other areas too, but I'm mainly talking about news media right now. All those arenas are Satan's playground, and you're not going to make big headlines unless you're cloned, unless you're an artificial life form or synthetic being. And those kind of stories aren't going to feature real people, because Satan doesn't, it's like he doesn't like marriages between men and women. He doesn't like real human beings, and he knows that he lost many of them over to God.